The best budget priced tailgate cigar. I've got it here today. I'm Bob Scarga. This is Travelers Rest, South Carolina. And what am I talking about? I am talking about this Nica Rustica Connecticut broadleaf 6x52 El Brujito Toro. That's right. This has a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Mexican San Andreas binder, and that's going to be a key. And then we've got that Nicaraguan filler, which is also not that bad of a key. It'll unlock a lot of great locks. Okay, let's get into it real fast. You want to smoke a cigar while tailgating at the big game, right? You do. You want to have a cigar that you're not having to light two or three of them because you got other things to do, like eating nachos, like chicken wings, like razzing your competition, right? You don't want to have a small cigar. You want to have a nice cigar, but you want to have something that tastes good. But you know what? You spend a lot of money on those parking spaces, on that matching chinette for whatever team you're going for. Go Gators, right? But you need a great cigar to smoke, and you're going to attract people. Number one, you're awesome. You're just lovely. But they're going to smell that cigar and say, "Ooh, my wife didn't let me bring a cigar. My sweetie didn't let me bring a cigar. Well, I'm gonna go over there and hang out with him and at least enjoy the smell of the ambiance of the masculinity or femininity of the cigar smoking lifestyle." So with this, you can bring a half a dozen. You can share with brand new friends. And hopefully the next time they show up, they'll bring some for you. But close foot. Now, you're doing something, right? You want to smoke a cigar while you're doing something. You want to pay attention to the tailgate. You do. You want to celebrate and enjoy. I mean, you spend a lot of time preparing for this. This is the big game, right? Whether it's at the house, in front of TV, or you're at a friend's house, or you're over at an outdoor get together, or you're actually at the game in the parking lot, right? And you want to fire one up before it starts, right? You want to be part of all the pomp and circumstance and all the enjoyment. And you want this cigar to celebrate with. It goes great with a touchdown. It goes great with a first down, right? You first down, right? And you just throw it back in your mouth. The blend is tasty. The blend is budget. And if you need to sit it down because you're doing some stuff, you're doing an end zone dance with your favorite receiver, right? You can sit it down, you pick it up, you relight it, and it doesn't really change the flavor. Some cigars will do that. This one won't. This cigar is just rugged, rough, and ready. If it actually drops off the table because you sit on the table and some doofus comes by, knocks the table, it rolls on the floor, and you're like, ugh, you didn't crack the wrapper because this is a thick wrapper. This wrapper is going to be able to handle the business. Also, it's going to get cold. It's fall. You want something that's not going to crack on you. You want something that's substantial. You want something that's got the legs to go the full distance. You want to get into the red zone. You want to go from end zone to end zone with something delicious, delightful, and lovely. And at this cigar, if you're taking your time, you're talking, you're hanging out, you're doing everything else, then this will last you half a game. So those two cigars for a game, that's not bad. Now, game's over, you done won. That's when you pull out the big guns. You pull out the high priced cigar, and you just sit back and revel in your kingdom of greatness as your team has crossed the gridiron and won the game. That's right. But during the game, you got stuff to do, right? And this will tolerate chicken wings. This will tolerate a hot chili. This will tolerate a lot of stuff because this has got some strength to it. This will also do well with adult libations or sodas or hot chocolate or a pumpkin spice, whatever. But it's an all around, go around, get around good cigar. It also works great in the shopping yard and everything else. But the flavors, let's face it. Yes, you want to show you got a great cigar. You want to smoke a solid cigar. You want to be at a good price point so that you're enjoying the cigar and not worrying about the cost. But you also want good flavor, right? Because you could buy a cheaper cigar. You could have some dog rocket hanging out your mouth, but why? Why? Your team put out their best. Why not you put out your best for your team? Right? You got the jersey that cost a ton of money. And so you need a cigar to be able to afford because them jerseys ain't cheap and they keep changing them every year. Why do they change them every year? Why? Because we buy them. But the fullness, the ruggedness, the minerality turned earth, a little bit of leathers, a little bit of depth to it, a little bit of substantiability. The flavors just hang with you. They really do. So, buy your box. Season's long, right? Then your team, of course, your team is the greatest team there is. It's going to go to the playoffs. It's going to go to the super de duper games, right? And so you got to have some cigars for there as well, right? And then when you're talking with your friends at the lounge or at your house or wherever, you can be smoking cigars doing that too, talking about the games, right? And you can make bets with these too. Ha, 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 ha. Say, hey, I'll tell you what, I guarantee my team will beat yours. If your team wins, which it won't, you get a 2-pack, you get 2 cigars. If my team wins, you give me 2 cigars. Well, this is a cigar that is at a budget, but doesn't taste like a budget. One of the great things about this is it's at a very low price point, but it smokes 2 to 3 times higher than what it costs. So they're not gonna be like, oh, he didn't give me a cheap blah, blah, blah. No, they're gonna be like, oh, all right, I'm down with that. And they're gonna want to bet you again. And I guarantee your team's gonna win more often than it doesn't. So you're gonna get more cigars than you give away. That's not a bad plan. So leave me a comment. First, give me a thumbs up. Would you do that? Would you give me a dang thumbs up? Would you give me a subscribe? I'd like that as well. You can share this thing, but I'd love a comment. Give me your comment of your team. Who is your team that you're backing and you are rooting for? Who are your boys on the court, on the field, on the pitch, on whatever? Curling, I don't care. You can smoke cigars in any sport. And I'm willing to say that this is tailgate perfection. That's right. You let me know. What's your tailgate cigar? I'd like to know. I'll see you later. I got some games to watch. Go Gators! Later, Tater.